tour through there when I have more time. I just haven't had time today. Getting some extra logos, my rod end supply, Wilwood logos. I'm going to put Drew Fab on them and maybe get a quote up for another new suit. So we're going to see about that. I'll hopefully can get that through to you before I head to Chili Bowl. So that was another big announcement, running Chili Bowl now for the Griffiths Motorsports 75 again. It's already going to try to document most of what I'm doing before then. I've already started that, which is good. Okay, we are going to stop the rambling and get into it. This night in the Wingo Brothers 77 at Paragon. Day after I ran Jerry's car there, we did a little test session at Paragon, and boy, this thing was fast. Pretty tuned up to drive, because obviously I did 3 nights that week. So jumped in for the 4th time in a week. Everyone had to go, like the family all had to go. Jimmy jumped in, Mike jumped in. They don't. Scott Thomas and Josh and Zach, the sons, jumped in too, as well as Josh Cunningham. Josh Cunningham, who was the manager, is the manager at Paragon. I think that's his role there. They rented out the track, and honestly, it was, I don't know, there was a narrow groove, obviously, but like I usually think, oh, it's just gonna blow dust for a test session, but it didn't. They just sort of watered on top of the dirt, and the Paragon dirt is good. I'm gonna give them full marks wherever they got it from. Sort of like this absorbs, and you know, a sponge, pretty much like a sponge. It absorbed up and sort of stayed together, and like it was badass. The car felt fantastic. They had Chris Pedersen there. He was taking some photos just for the day. I said to him, I'm like, I'm gonna give it 2 like good laps with the control, like the shock numbers I want, and I'm gonna open them all the way up and give you a big twisted up wheelie, and gave you this photo above, which Zach's been using on his Tinder profile, saying it was him. First night out, we pretty much, Jimmy said, he's like, have you got a ride this weekend? I'm like, nope. He's like, you do now. I'd set sail to run back at Paragon for the next Saturday to give the 77 a bit of an insult just to test it like that, not run it, because it was so badass. Like I felt like such good speed, the motor was smooth, had great torque. Jimmy built it himself with the help of Ryan Freeland, works at Speedway Engines. Apparently he's going to come in and smack me on the ears because he thought it was turned like 9300, but it was only 88. So yeah, I wish I had the cameras on for the test session, but I didn't really expect to get a go. I just sort of was on my way back, mostly at Zach and Josh, and see how they went. Just help out and show my face, you know, because all of a sudden I'm standing there, I had all my race gear, smelly, dirty race gear from 2 nights of racing, and they go, right, told you rednecks. I'm like, oh, okay, right, we're having a run in, and it was in a seat that did not fit me, that's for sure. Sorry, Mum. Alright, so first night at Paragon. The track was a little bit similar, had a little bit of roughness in it one, but this car feels, yeah, it sort of feels wrong how fast it is for what it is. And anyway, so here's qualifying. See, I had a bit of a pucker up moment, a little bit of a bicycle, a bit of a hop, we'll call it, and one there, and it sort of got the bouncers and railed out, but no harm, no foul. Qualified the 4th, and yeah, I was pretty just lucky to get 4th. I sort of just got in the traffic once so I sort might have threw my last time away and just felt the car out. Yeah, no, solid start. Like, if I sort of could just open the legs up a little more, we would have been a bit quicker, but we played the heat race game and started out the pole, so here's a heat race. steering. Huh? I lost steering. What's going on? Tire off this?
The drag link's bent in half.
Oh, well, I don't really know.
Drag link's bent.
Something's not right.
Yeah, right here.
How did that even happen?
If you can turn the fucking wheel further, you can stick the wheel right in there.
Fuck. I didn't feel left hand down at all, though. I was sideways.
It had to.
Yeah. Huh?
It had to.
Mine just did the exact same thing.
Really?
Yeah. Mine just folded like that too.
Honestly, I was like, after the first few laps, I was a bit taily. I was a little bit tight in the centre just because I had to get used to the rotation.
Yeah. The exact fucking same thing as happening.
I just 1 and 2, I'm like, oh, left rear's not giving, left rear's not giving, it's still going up. was just waiting for it, then the other end just went straight ahead pretty much.
Fast?
Huh?
Fast?
Yeah. Once I've sort of... So you're going to see how that car is. It just gets in there, sets and exits. That's all you can ask for. Fortunately, yeah, that dragline folded up, and I was actually sort of lucky to finish. I wanted to try finish. I knew I didn't have a complete loss of steering. I thought I had like a tie rod broken or something. I just had to manage what was going on there, and I think I did a good job of that in the end there. You see the actual, I think what bent it is just those whoops, and I know Jimmy said I was left hand down, but I felt like I was left hand down, but I just think the jerk, massive jerk, will just through that washboard section in a 3 just bent the dragline up finally, and because I went through 1 2, I'm like, oh, I'm a little bit left rear tight, like it's just lazy, not going really where I wanted. You can see where I breathed the gas, and now we're in the next corner, and she went bloody straight ahead, so lazily straight ahead. It wasn't like, oh, I've lost steering, but it's a good thing with the track without a fence. You know, I had a bit of a runoff, and I mean, like in Australia, they don't like not having a fence, but like, I don't know, there's a pro and con to it. But I think that was a pro right there. Like, if that broke and we had a fence, that would have been a junked race car. But yep, I think we finished 6th or 7th, so that put us 6th in the B main.
to hear it.
I was really high. I was going up and over all that. What a shit show. I was scared for my life that whole race.
Yeah. Cool.
I did start to lose the rep for a little bit at the end, but I didn't touch any of my stuff. I mean, entry was beautiful. I get back in, do what I wanted. And I was waiting a little on entry. I was getting scared. It just told me I was the right rear bit. And I couldn't feel that get off.
Anyway, another wacky and weird B main, but we got the win there. It just showed. You just saw at the timeout move, like we're running second, he didn't even do anything silly, you know. I just had the opportunity and went for it. And yeah, won the B main. There's a point when you get out front, you're just feeling what the car can do. And anyway, that puts us real deep in the feature. Let's see it. Gonna do a quick one out here. As you can see, I unfortunately shut the GoPro off. I didn't turn it back on when I went back after that red, but I think we went about up to 10th or something after that, and I hit a car and spun out and had to go back to the tail. It was my own dumb fault. Just so narrow in entry at one there, as you see, and everyone was sort of jostling for position. There was a lot of carnage. And Paragon's tight quarters, like I hate starting that deep there because it's such tight quarters. This C-wheel was always stuck. I remember in that race, we had an awesome race with Colton Cottle in the 8 car there in front of us. I just remember that. And like he was just a little bit better than me on the top, and I wanted to get to the top. But yeah, anyway, that's part of it. That's why we race. It'd be a parade if you got out of my way. You gotta race them. And yeah, he's a guy I like to race with. Once I went to the tail, I just wanted to log a few more laps. We just want to get the laps done, and then I had an oil leak. Not sure what the oil leak was, but I don't remember, but it was easily fixed, and we raced Putneyville the next day. It's the next one I got up on the list, and look at Holly sitting there. That's the next one on the list. Anyway, thanks for watching, and yeah, catch ya.